Hey guys, it's Tyler from Guzzle H2O. We're here today looking at an installation of a Guzzle H2O Stealth Flex 5 on a Storyteller Overland. And with this one, we've done the inline install where the stealth system is directly on the cold water line. So to complete the installation, we first remove the refrigerator, and then you want to pull out all the drawers so you can access the space behind or underneath the sink. So to complete the plumbing side of the operation, you want to disconnect the braided hose that goes to the cold water line of the faucet from the cold water line that comes in from the water pump. So for this installation, we've gone with the inline setup where the stealth system is installed on the cold water line, and so we don't require a dedicated filter faucet for that setup. And so you end up with a nice clean countertop. When you put your sink cover down, you don't have anything sticking up to clutter your counter. And it's a little bit easier installation because you don't need to drill a hole in your countertop, which can be a tough, scary thing. So the inline setup is a great way to install your stealth system. So to access your carbon filter, to install the filter or change it, you're going to want to remove your cabinet drawers. So you just need to remove the first drawer and the second drawer. Once you've got the drawers out, you can access the carbon filter to install it or change it. And you just reach in through the lower drawer opening, and you can get your hand onto the carbon filter and unscrew it. Okay, so we wanted to give you another view of what's going on underneath the cabinet there, because I know it's hard to see. So this is our coupling adapter that we use to tap into the cold water line, and that threads on directly to the existing threaded fitting inside the van. And then from there, we run through some blue tube over to the inlet side of the carbon filter. We use an elbow to turn the corner on the outlet side, and then run around straight into the UV unit. So that just goes straight in to the flow sensor on the UV. And then the outlet side of the UV has got this straight adapter that converts our 3/8 tube to a 1/2 inch pipe thread that again threads onto the braided hose fitting that goes to the faucet. So your clean water is going out to your cold water line of your faucet. And then to connect the UV unit to power, there's a barrel plug that plugs into the automate unit of the UV. This is a voltage regulator that protects the electronics of the UV. And then here is your bare lead that you splice into the 12-volt supply for the fridge. So to make sure you get a good seal on these threaded fittings, you always want to use a few wraps of Teflon tape around the threaded fittings. If you live in colder climates and you're going to be winterizing the van, there's a couple ways to do that. Either way, first of all, you want to remove the carbon filter. From there, you can use either the RV antifreeze fluid, which is the preferred way according to the STO manual to winterize your van, and that is totally fine for the UV unit. You want to make sure you remove the carbon filter. If you do want to use air to blow out the system, that is fine for the stealth system. Just again, remove the carbon filter and make sure you use air to push water all the way out through your cold water line. So on all of our stealth systems, you want to change the carbon filter every 1,000 gallons or 6 months. So for a lot of people, they're just hitting the 6-month time frame, and the reason that's 6 months, and this is true of all carbon filters, is that they collect all the junk, and then it can start to grow bacteria or mildew inside the carbon, and so that's why we have a 6-month limit on the carbon filters. And then if the other limit is 1,000 gallons, and so if you're living in a van or if you're traveling in your van for vacation, you can, how do you know if you've reached 1,000 gallons? And basically you can just divide the size of your tank and think of number of fill-ups. So for instance, if you have a 25-gallon tank in your adventure vehicle or van, that's 40 fill-ups. So that's an indication of how much water you're going through and how much carbon filter capacity you have left. So we're wrapping up our installation of the Stealth Flex 5 on our Storyteller van here. So final steps as we wrap up are just check everything for water leaks. So just pressurize your water system and give it a good look around for any drops of water you see seeping out of your connections. Also, if you want more information on how to do this on your own Storyteller van, the Stealth Flex 5 comes with a great installation manual, and then we also have Storyteller specific instructions that are available on our website. So to find any Guzzle H2O gear, just check out our website, guzzleh2o.com. And if you have questions, the best way to get a hold of us is to email us at info@guzzleh2o.com. Like all of our customer service comes through that channel, and it's our fastest way to respond to you. So, and if you do need a phone call, feel free to leave a phone number and request a call back, and we will get back to you with answers as soon as we can. Thanks a lot.